Okay, that one. Yep. Just gotta find it. Oh, and this one. There it is. Just share it. Yep. There it is. Okay.
Done.
We're done.
We are ready to go.
We are ready to go.
Just give me a little bit more.
Which one?
Our one on your iPad.
We
Should do
we can just move across a bit. No, there we go. We've already got people coming in. Bobby. Hey, Bobby. How you going? Yes. Sharon. Okay. Is that Jay? No. Yep.
Yep, Jade's already started.
She's straight in.
She knows.
Yeah, she knows.
She's not waiting for no one.
No, not at all. All right. Hi guys. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I hope you all enjoyed your Christmas and New Year's Eve and everything else around whatever you're doing. A lot of people out there fighting all these fires and stuff like that. It's pretty bad. Like, shocking, absolutely shocking. Seeing some of the photos coming through that we've been putting up on the page, and seeing all the faces and stuff in those photos, and how angry Mother Nature is at the moment with everybody.
Yeah.
But it's happening all around the world. It's like Sharon was explaining some things the other day, and it really made sense. Like, what some places are flooding, some are in drought, some are fire, some are famine. There was a few other ones as well. So it's all around the world. It's not just here. It's all around the world. Even Tasmania's got fires now as well. So it's pretty bad. It is really, really bad. So, just got to hope and ask for, rain and to help everybody out there that's going through all this and dealing with all this. Yeah. So, yeah, not real good for all of those guys. But otherwise, I hope you all enjoyed yourself. We've got Sharon here writing questions again. Now, what we're doing, it's a new year, so we've got a couple of things that are changing. You have to share the page. Share and like the page for us, because what we're going to do is we're going to answer the sharers' questions first, okay? So if you can share the page and like the page, that would be awesome, because we really want to make this a bumpy year this year for us, and all your help, your sharing and everything really, really does help, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here in the first place. So we do really, really appreciate all the help, with all the sharing and everything. It does, it gets it all out there. So we've got a couple of things that are going to be happening as well. We've been saying for quite a while that the prices will change or they will go up. That's Snoop going off. It's the front door open. That's right. Michael's going to close the front door. So, yeah, we've been saying for quite a few months that prices are going to go up. Well, they are going to go up as of Monday, okay? So if you do want a reading or anything at the price, like at our normal prices, which is only the $50 for half an hour, $25 15 minutes and stuff like that, we're available all weekend. Sharon's going home tomorrow morning. She's got to fly back to Queensland, so just me and Michael and Sharon writing our questions for us. So, we'll be going back to doing that. So, but yeah, as of Monday, prices will go up. So, yeah, if you want a reading or anything over the weekend or the next few days, just message the page and, we can organise that for you, okay? We've still got the raffle going for the reading as well. Tickets are only $2 for those ones. Okay, so $2 each. You can buy as many as you like. We've sold 30. Sold 30 out of 50.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so there's 20 tickets left. We have sold 30 already. So they're only $2 each. So they're really good, like as a surprise for someone as well, I've got a couple of people, one lady who's bought 10 tickets. So she's hoping to get that for someone as well. So, yeah, so only $2 each for the raffle tickets. So as soon as we've sold them, we'll get that drawn. So the sooner you guys buy these $2 tickets, the sooner we can draw it and the free reading can go. And that free reading doesn't have to be face-to-face either. We can do it over the phone. We can do email, Skype,
video calls.
Anyway you want it, we can do it anyway. Same with our normal readings and everything else that we do normally. We can do them any way that technology allows us. We can do it. Okay. Don't forget, we do have our YouTube page as well.
Yep.
So we've got that going as well. We're finding that a few people are finding it a lot easier and clearer to hear it over on the YouTube channel. So if you do have any problems with hearing anything, yeah, you can jump over there onto the YouTube one and hear us from there. Another thing that we've got coming up is classes. Classes are starting back up on the 13th of January. They are down at the meditation space, okay? So we're going to do them term by term. So Monday the 13th of January, they're $40. They are going to be done per week. You don't have to come every week. You can come whenever you like. So you can pay up front or you can pay on the night. That's fine, not a problem. Just message the page and let us know. So there'll be myself and Eileen. So I'm going to do the psychic medium side of things, and Eileen's going to do so basic Reiki, it's like explaining it all. She's also going to do oracle cards and oil cards as well, which is what Eileen uses when she reads on her live feeds on Monday mornings and Friday nights, okay, on Love Angels Lights. So, yeah, so it'll be both Eileen and I. Classes will go from 7 to 9:30 every Monday night, so it's 2.5 hours. And it's pretty much like going back to basics, like right back to the start, and learning, like, to understand where it comes from, how we use it, you know, just learning everything, like really back to basics and learning everything about it, okay? And starting from the start. So working out which way you get messages, which way you receive pictures and stuff like that. And not only just learning the psychic medium, but learning, picking up, learning, sorry, I'm repeating myself, finding out what other gifts you have as well, you know, like being able to look at a picture and seeing something in that picture, like the ones that I post on my page for people to have a look at and see what they can see, because everybody sees different things, okay? Everybody gets their messages and receives everything differently. So it's a good way to learn and find out exactly how to understand it. And, you know, like we said, we're going to teach as much as we can. If you come into the class and there's something that we're not sure about, we will find out. We have resources. We have some lovely, lovely people that are quite happy to help us out. So if we've got any questions or inquiries, we can give them a call and they'll give us a hand. So, yeah, so Monday the 13th of January they'll start, and they're $40 each, okay? So we're really, really looking forward to that. We've got, how many? We've got 5 definites already for the first week, and I think there's 10 or 11 for the second week. So yeah, we don't want to make the classes too big, because then it takes longer, you know, with explaining and asking questions and stuff like that, okay? So yeah, if you want to get into those classes, you really need to let us know as soon as possible, okay? So yeah, so I think that's it. And
also, Shelby, how can I purchase the ticket? I saw that come up when we were talking about the raffle thing. All you need to do is head over to the post that we've, you know, constantly, you've seen it being bumped up every time someone's bought tickets. We've made a whole new post for it.
Go straight to the top of the page.
Go straight to the top of the page. It'll have the post where it has all of the numbers still available. All you need to do is leave a comment, say which tickets that you want, and then we can get on to you guys to show you or offer to you our payment options, whether PayPal, direct deposit, stuff like that. PayPal is the best one for online transactions, of course. But if you guys are doing a face-to-face reading or something, or you meet us at a fair or something and you still want tickets there, we're more than happy to do that for you as well, and we just update it as they all come.
So I hope you heard that, Patricia, about the tickets, because Patricia's
Same thing.
So we do direct deposit. We have PayPal as well. So we do that. If we're at the fairs, we have Square, which is like a portable FPOS. And yeah, so we have that as well. So there's a few different ways that you can actually pay for the tickets. So yeah, we try and work something out. But yeah, usually direct deposit or PayPal is the
best way to do it.
That usually they're the best 2 ways that people do them. So yeah, so I hope that's helped you, as you just say. Yeah.
Also, I'm going to explain it better now that we're on the live feed. Starting from tonight, for anyone that comes really late or anyone that has a question that is absolutely necessary, I need an answer right now. We started running it's like our $5 single questions that we have outside of the live feed, but this is going to be a priority. We're calling this priority question. So what this is basically is, as I said, for those that have come late, for those that might have missed something, or for those that have something that they need an absolute definite answer right now, they can't wait, the option is there for you. This isn't for those that are just going to jump in, put $5 down and say, I want this question done. If you're going to be here between 8 and 8:30, you're pretty much going to get your question answered no matter what. This is more so for people that know they're definitely only going to come later but still want something answered, or if they come late and miss something, who knows. But we do have that $5 priority option there as well now. So it's basically just a $5 question, but you're definitely going to get it answered on feed.
Yeah. So, and just, as we said, direct deposit or through PayPal.
Yeah, so, it's the best way to do it.
Yeah, yeah. So just let us know. All right. All right. Well, I think that's all the gossip, all the dribble that we've got to give you for now. So obviously we'll go back through it. We usually go back through it around 9 o'clock.
Teresa wants to know about Reiki classes.
Oh, okay. So what we're doing with the classes, Teresa, is it's going to be both of us together. So Eileen and I will both be in the same room. All right. And what it will be is it's going to be a mixture of the psychic medium side of things and the Reiki oracle cards, oil cards. Okay. So we're sort of going to split the class. Like, we're working together to teach the class like whatever they want to learn from it all. So with the Reiki, Eileen was saying, like, it'll be like basics stuff or whatever she's allowed to show and teach, okay? But I know Eileen is a Reiki teacher. She was doing classes down there on Wednesday nights. So, so that's what you'll be learning, a mixture of everything, and also finding out what everybody knows and what they can and can't do. So, because everybody does something different.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, like the pictures that I've been posting, Michael can't see anything in them.
It's like just a picture to me.
Nothing at all. And then you'll get other people that can, like all the ones that have been commenting and that don't have a problem.
That can see everything.
Yeah, can see everything in them. So
it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But like the last one that we put up with the fires on the mountain, and that everyone was saying that it could have been, that it was photoshopped. It looked photoshopped, and I'm like, fair enough. That's cool. It's awesome that you guys are seeing that.
Yeah.
But it's also while everything's happening.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're obviously not going to know beforehand because we get sent a lot of images to upload for you guys to have a look and see the reactions that you get to the answers that you get.
Yeah.
But more often than not, we're also still going to at least try to clarify that, yes, they are real photos taken. If they're photoshopped, we're not going to put them up because that's just a mockery.
That one that went up today was the reflection of that lady's hand. It looked like the head was coming through the cloud.
Yeah.
But it was actually her reflection.
It was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It did make it look, but that's how you knew, because you could see that one.
Yeah.
See, that's how you knew that it wasn't real.
Yeah.
Because you could see it, because you couldn't see any of the other ones.
It's
Do you
pretty
see what I
interesting.
mean? The fan keeps on blowing the questions. I've got the fan up high, that's why. Last week I had it down on the floor, so that's why it's
I'm about to put it down myself in a minute. Right. To finally start off, because we're like, 15 minutes in.
Oh, really?
And we've just gotten through all the news. Sorry, guys. Jade, should I go house sit and will I be safe? So first things first, whatever's on your mind, whatever's going on, you've got the devil card, which is being in two different minds about something. Obviously, you want to go and help them. You want to go and do what you can. But at the same time, with all of the danger, all of the fires, all of the situations going on, it's not even just fires anymore. There's people that are looting and crimes that are happening in these areas, even if there is no fires around. There is always that fear of, am I going to be safe? Am I going to be okay? What's going to happen? At the end of the day, I feel like you are going to have to make a snap decision, and I feel like it is going to be a right one. And I do feel like you are going to be moving to go and help them, to go and fight, to house sit. I feel as though this is something that is going to end up working out for you. I feel like, I keep saying you guys, like there's going to be more than one of you going, I feel. But at the end of the day, no matter how much the worries are, no matter how many issues that come up, whether it's the area, whether it's in general, whatever's going on. At the end of the day, you're doing it for the right decision. You're doing it to help people that might be doing something else, or you're doing it to help those that are that might even be then going on to help other people themselves. I'm not sure, but I do feel like you are going to end up going to help them out, and I do feel like it is going to be the best decision to help them out, because at the end of the day, with everything that's going on, we need to help everyone as much as we can. Like, we need to do what we can to help those, and if we're able to physically help someone, we should probably go and help them out. But in saying that, with the Knight of Swords and the Chariot card coming out, I do feel like you are going to go and help them, and it is going to work out for the better. It's going to be a bit scary at first, of course, but I feel as though I keep putting those two around that way. Maybe they're supposed to be that way. I do feel like it is going to work out for you guys in the end. I do feel like it's going to be the better decision to go and help them and to house sit. And I feel like the scare, will I be safe, is more of a general thing rather than just a, am I going to be safe? Like, what's going to happen? I feel like it's just a general worry with everything that's going on right now. I don't feel like there is any actual worry that you yourself are going to have to go through. So, yeah, hope that helped, Jade. Cool. And I'm going to put this fan down in a minute.
All right, Gwen, if you're wondering if we're doing, ourselves are doing classes down Illawarra, not at this stage, okay? We're just going to start off up here, see how we go, see what that sort of interest generates, and then we'll work from there later on. So at the moment, they are only in Campbelltown with us. But yeah, that is something that we can think about and maybe implement later on. So yeah, we'll just see how things go. Okay. All right, Caroline. Any guidance from my nan? Okay, Caroline. The first thing that I saw when I picked this one up was a lady. Now, this lady. Okay, I know this lady's a mum and a nan, but she's shown me herself when she was younger. She's got blonde hair, okay, and it's quite, it's very, very neat, okay, but it sort of comes down and sort of has that, like, right into her face, and then has the curl up that comes out. She's saying she was she's saying she was older than when she passed. For some reason, they're saying 68. They're giving me 68. So I'm not sure if your name was 68 when she passed, or if it was 1968. No, I'm feeling that this lady is actually 68 years of age. But she's taken me back, okay? She's shown, where she's standing, she's got like a...
yeah, we do.
What?
Bobby's question off YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, then.
What she's shown me is it's an old, like, tin trolley thing with the handle on it and the four wheels that we used to roll around in, like, when we were younger, when we were kids. So it's like, to me, she's taken me back to, like, the 70s period, when she was, like, first married and first had a kid. There's actually a boy that's with her, okay, from back then, all right? But I know that's not answering your question. That's just what that lady said. Yeah, she's come through to me, okay? So they're showing me some flowers as well. I'm not sure if you go and put flowers on your nan's, I don't know what she's going to do. Okay. I feel like one person in the family's been buried, but the other person's been cremated. Okay, and I feel like they're separate, like their grave sites are separate from each other. Okay. Yeah, because she's showing me, they're showing me a separation. Okay. So I'm just trying to, okay. I feel like that she was the one that was buried, but he was the one that was cremated. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out what she's actually showing me there. And now she's taking me back to that period. Okay, we've just got fresh starts, new beginnings, finding balance, and your good fortune and everything like that. Okay, all right. So, okay, I feel like there's a choice that you've had to make, all right? And you're not sure whether or not the way that you're going about it is the right way about it, okay? It is the right way that you're going, okay? There is a stepping stone there, so they're showing me that you've just stepped to the side, so you've sort of gone off track of your road. You were going straight ahead, but you've been taken off track a little bit. Something's come in that's made you sort of stop and think about your decision and whether or not you should actually make that decision, okay? You need to make that decision. It is the right decision. You are going the right way, okay? You are doing the right things because you're starting to do things for yourself, okay? That lady's gone, but I do have a grandfather that's coming in. This gentleman is quite tall, okay, and he is showing me a moustache, all right, and his hair's not long, but it is combed back, okay, and there is grey through it as well, all right. He's standing beside an old car, like a very old car, okay. I think you have okay. He's saying you've got a photo. Apparently, you've got a photo of this gentleman standing against this car. Okay, but the decisions that you're making and the things that you're working towards are the right choices to make, okay? You have got the good luck card as well, so that is saying that you're going to go the right way. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to work out okay, all right? This gentleman has just shown me a ring as well. I'm not sure who that ring belongs to. I feel like that ring has actually been passed down and been handed down, but I feel like it's been handed to the males of the family, not the females. This is something that's been handed down from him to all the males in the family. It's actually got a, it's got a print. It's got some sort of something has been written on the top of the ring. All right, that and it's something to do with the family, and I feel like it gets passed to the males. So everything will be fine. Okay, so don't worry, don't stress, but everything will work out. It'll be cool. Sorry, that was a bit long.
Oh my God, Mum, do you ever stop? You constantly, you're just doing, oh my gosh, you don't stop talking. You do it for so long.
Work out why.
I'm sitting here waiting to do my reading. And you just keep on.
Why you come in and then.
Well, yes, I am enjoying myself with this one. Feels good.
All right. Sorry, that was a bit long. Go.
Right. I got two.
You got two.
I got Bobby on the YouTubes who asked, will things get easier? They feel like they're suffering and struggling with relationship, money. Will it get any better? Long story short, it is going to get better, but it's not going to happen for a little bit. It also isn't going to get like ultimately better, but there will be little wins. That it is going to get like, there is going to be happy moments. It is going to get slightly better, but you yourself are going to be the ones that are going to have to make this happen. I don't feel like there's nothing's going to happen passively. I don't feel as though, like, when people say wait for the good times and all that stuff, no, none of that. I don't feel like that's going to help in the slightest at all. I feel as though that it is going to be a little bit because you're waiting for something or you're waiting for the right time. Honestly, there is not going to be a right time. It's just going to be, you're going to be sick of everything going on and you're going to have to make these decisions yourself. You're going to have to be the one to take up the reins and say, I don't want to wait. I don't want to expect anything anymore. I need to do this at my own pace. What's going to happen is what you're hoping for is going to be happening, which is that it is going to get easier, but it's going to take a long time. It is going to start off sooner rather than later, but it's going to take just that little bit extra time to get yourself into the swing of things because you yourself are going to have to take those extra steps. You yourself are going to have to make those steps forward. It isn't going to be easy like every journey is, but the best part is that you can't give up with it. You can't just stop and say, I'm happy with what I've achieved now. I don't need to, like, I can just stay here for a little bit. It doesn't work that way. You need to be in it for the long haul. It is going to get better, long story short. It is going to get better, but it's going to take some time. So that was for Bobby. Yep. Put that one down. We can put that one over there. And then I got Patricia, who would like a general reading for 2020 for what's going to happen. And basically, Patricia, what's going to happen for you is 2020 is going to be very stop-start for you. There's going to be a lot of things going to happen. They're going to hit you hard and fast. And then there's going to be a lot of downtime. In this downtime, like when we've got the whole everything's happening at once, we've got things going a million miles an hour, there are no issues there. Because I feel like you thrive in those situations because, like, I don't know, I feel like when I'm faced with deadlines and when I'm faced with situations that happen really quickly, it's kind of like I get a kick out of it, seeing like, okay, cool, how fast can I do this one? Or something like that. And I'm not quite sure if that is what you actually like, but if it is, cool. It's the downtime that needs to be worried about. I feel as though with it being very stop-start, that it is going to be a go, 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 stop. That stop is where we're going to have to worry. The reason I say that is because we've got the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is, there you go. See, that's better. Got it. Now I know how to face the cards. This is a win. The Two of Swords card is kind of like a defense card. It's kind of like, you know, I've been hurt in the past, I don't want to get hurt again. So you put yourself into this bubble. Not necessarily like the bubble that you put yourself up around to protect yourself from outside crap. But this one's more like I don't want to let people in quite yet. I'm not quite ready to open myself up. The downtime is where it's going to be a little bit dangerous in the sense that this feeling of wanting to stay inside and not let anyone in is kind of going to start feeling like you're cutting everybody off. And I don't want you to do that because we don't want to have that happen to anyone. But it is going to, and you need to come out of your shell during the downtime. While we're go, not a problem. But while we're slowly taking our time or there's a break or whatever, you need to find ways to put yourself out there. You need to get out and enjoy yourself, have fun, take yourself out for dinner, or just like enjoy yourself more, because it feels like when you come to that stop, it's kind of like that self-inflicting self-doubt kind of sets in, like, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to like be good enough for that? And then that's kind of self-inflicted, but nobody else is going to see that. Only you're going to see that. So I feel like with it coming, at the end of the day, it is going to be good. Let's have some good news. At the end of the day, it is going to be good. Because you've got the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is straight up a victory winning, is a winning card. But you need to get through that tough time as well. And I feel like when you're going to be on your own, it is going to be quite hard, but you need to keep pushing through. So I hope that helps, Patricia. So, yeah.
Done. All right. I've got Alicia Watts. Will I find love this year? Okay. Before I even turn the cards or anything like that, I got yes. Okay. I've got about 3 to 4 months. And then when I turn the cards over, you got the love, romance. I'm trying to do what Michael did. You got the new career and you got the success card as well, okay? So, yes, you are going to find love. I do feel like that you need to get your career and everything sorted out first. You do have a few things that you need to work out yourself and sort yourself out first, and just get yourself, you know, in the right place for this to happen. So it will come. It is coming. But, yeah, just get get your work sorted out and everything like that. I do feel like there is an offer coming to you, okay, that you're going to be asked to take on a little bit more responsibility, and there is a little bit more money with that as well, okay. It is going to be your choice if you do want to do it or not, but it would be, yeah, it would be a good idea, okay. So, yeah, there is that career change, and that, well, not full career change, but there's some extra stuff that's coming to you, okay? It's going to come with the money on that as well. But, yes, there is romance coming for you, but like I said, I don't, it's not for, you know, a few months yet. We've still got a few months to go yet, so I'm looking around, around mid, yeah. But, yeah, it is coming. It is coming, so.
Cool. Take that one because the wind is annoying me with the fan. Right. I've got Danny. Danny, Facebook Danny, not my YouTube Danny. Facebook Danny says, anything in general for me, please. Right. First things first, we've got baby's first step card. And I quite like that I call it that now. But it's a Ten of Swords. A Ten of Swords is kind of like the end of a little situation, not so much the whole situation. I feel as though this one is kind of tying into everything, because the second one you've got is the Page of Swords cards. The Page of Swords cards is basically someone's talking crap behind your back, or someone's trying to manipulate a situation to benefit them but to put you down. I feel as though this to me straight up is a card to say we're looking over our shoulder. We need to look over our shoulder, find out what's going on because something doesn't feel right. It's because something isn't right, obviously. Otherwise, first of all, the card wouldn't have come up. Second of all, I wouldn't be getting very anxious about whatever this situation is because it's quite annoying at the moment. with it being directly related to the Ten of Swords card, this situation, whatever the heck is going on, is going to come to an end. More so, it's just going to stop. I don't feel like there's going to be any of the Justice cards coming. I don't feel like there's going to be any, like, proper punishment that's going to be coming in. I don't understand, like, I don't feel as though there's much that's going to happen to this person or what's going to happen, but it is going to come to an end. It's going to stop. It's not going to be as bad anymore. It does feel like it is just going to be one of those things where we want it to stop, and eventually it's going to stop. I don't feel like we ourselves are going to have a say or a hand in what's actually going to happen or how it's going to end, but all we need to know is that at the end of the day, it is going to stop happening. It is going to stop just happening. It's just going to stop. Which leads to the last card, the Six of Cups, which is the happy card. Yay! We have the happy house card. The happy house card is the card that I always like. I love pulling this card with people because it basically says that no matter what happens on the outside, we can always come home and just relax. We don't need to bring the work home. We don't need to bring stuff home. We don't need to bring that negativity home. We can come home and just relax. We are happy here. We are happy with what we've done. And I feel like that's going to translate into what this is going to happen. Once this is going to finish, once this is over, this person decides that, it's not worth it or whatever, it's going to end up being happy for you. It's going to be a happier environment. It's going to be a happier day. You're going to enjoy yourself a bit more. So I do hope that helps. Yeah, you're going to be happy. Once this person decides to leave you alone, you're going to be happy.
All right. My next question I've got from Gwen, but before I do answer that question,
Yeah, no, I was just reading the question, but I can't read anymore because my glasses.
Before I answer this question, has someone on here got an allergy or some sort?
Me, I have lots of allergies.
Scratching, itchies, like real bad.
Also me.
Nah, you need to antihistamine or something like that. Okay, whatever you're taking is not working, so you need to change. I feel like whoever this is, they've been taking the same thing for a while and it's just not working anymore. Okay, it's not doing anything. You need to go and change it. Okay, so Gwen, I'm not sure if this is you or because it is quite bad while I'm sitting here waiting to read your question, but somebody's got
Danny says, "Yay, finally, happy card."
Okay, Gwen, will I move positions once the owner of the position returns from maternity leave? Will my spirits guide me? Okay, Gwen, when I was reading your question on that and then turn the cards, as I was turning the cards and it was coming through, I feel like you've been promised something, okay, and that's going to be taken away from you. So I do. Sorry.
Gwen says, "Nah."
I don't feel like this position's going to stay that you're in, okay, because you did get like the betrayal, then you've got the moving on, okay, and then you've got be creative, okay, think outside the box, all right. So you're going to be looking at other ways. You're going to be looking at other things and what you want to do, okay. I feel like you're going to start looking for something else, just a few days a week. I don't feel like that you're going to be staying there full time, like where you are doing what you are now. I don't feel like it is full time that you're doing right now, but I do feel like that there is a day that's going to drop off with you. All right, so I don't feel that you're going to be staying in the position that you're in at the moment. Once she comes back, you will be moved, and it will change again. So, yeah, sorry, but yeah. I hope that helps.
Okay. Yes, Jessica, you are on the list. You are literally being handed over to Mum right now. Alrighty. Miss Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne.
Asks, what do you see for me? So the first card that's pulled is also kind of where I was sitting at the moment, which was the Four of Cups card. The Four of Cups card is representative of being happy with where we are financially, but also having an offer that's kind of starting to be put into play. Essentially what I mean with this card and how I'm feeling is that I do feel quite content at the moment with what's going on. I do feel quite content with how I am, what's going on, but there's an offer or a situation's popped up that's kind of piqued our interest a little bit. With this interest, it feels like all they're showing us, all we can see is the end result, and we're not quite shown, we're not quite led on with the information of everything in between, like the now and the end result. I feel as though we probably shouldn't take this at the moment. I feel as though we...
That's next. After I've done this. No.
Okay. I got confused. Yeah, so it feels like this offer, this situation, whatever it is that's popped up at the moment, I don't think we should take it straight away. I feel like we should wait. The reason I said that is because we've got the Hanged Man and the Empress card. So the Hanged Man card is a card saying basically we need to have a bit more confidence in the decisions that we make. Not necessarily more confidence in ourselves, but more confidence in the decisions we make, because we know that the decision we make is the best for everyone. We know that the decision that we make is the right one for us and for the people around us, the people we love at the time. Not a lot of people do understand, obviously, because not everyone knows what goes through your head. But each decision that you make is not a snap decision. It's not a decision that you just instinctively decide on out of nowhere. It is something that you would think about and worry about for a while. And the reason that I said don't take it is because you've got the Empress card. The Empress card is delay. There is delays that are going to come. There are delays that's going to happen, and it's going to be necessary. The thing with this card, and I'll say it again because I say it every single time, it could be delays for anything, but it's necessary. Don't get triggered by people asking me about that one, do I? But it is going to be necessary to take the time. And that's why I feel like it's going to be this situation that's going to come up that we're going to have to say no to first and find out all of the information about it. Because I feel as though the first time they hand this offer to you, this situation, it's not going to be good. I feel as though it is going to end up working out better to say no at first and then to like get all of the information and then make a logical decision. Because that's how I feel it's going to be. It's going to be a decision you're going to make logically rather than, asking a psychic or asking us for the correct answer. This is something that you're going to have to decide for yourself. So, yeah, hope that helps, Yvonne. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
Cool. All right, Jessica, what's 2020 hold for me and my relationship? In one, please. Did she ask to, but you just put no, she's never mentioned. Oh, in one. It's all right. We're working out these little messages.
We got it. We got there in the end. We got there in the end.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it like that because I'd already got it here. Okay, so what I've got with the relationship side of things, I feel like you sort of bounce forward with stuff and you move forward with stuff and then you bounce back to old ways again, okay? And then you move forward again and then you come back to the old ways again, all right? I just feel like you're the one moving forward, but I don't feel like your partner's moving forward. I feel like that he's quite comfortable with the way things are at the moment and how the relationship is, but you want change. You want things to change because you know that you're not going to get anywhere unless you make changes, okay? You need to stand your ground, okay, with it. You need to try and explain it to him, try and get it into his head, like explain to him why you want to do these things and take these steps and do things the way that you're doing them, because it is only to benefit you guys and to get this moving along a lot better. But, yeah, there is frustrations there. I do get frustrations with it. But, yeah, just hang in there, okay, because it's going to be fine, all right? You are looked after. Everything will be okay. But, yeah, you really need to – you're going to have to push, like really push for him to move. And just explain why, because he's just not seeing it at the moment, because he's quite happy and content with the way things are. He doesn't understand why you want to change things again, or why you want to do this or why you want to do that. So you need to actually sit down and explain to him why you want to make these changes, why you're doing these things.
Yeah. We just look in the ring. Squirrel. I like that movie. Anyway.
Oh my God. So yeah, I do feel that you're getting you want to move. You know, you're getting restless feet and you want change and everything. But I just feel like that he's not. You know, he's just not that enthusiastic about changing anything at the moment. So, yeah, it's not going to change. You just need to keep on pushing and explain why. All right.
That's one thing in general that a lot of people don't understand. Not just saying this is what I want, this is what I want to do.
Well, it's true when they say men are from Venus, men are from Mars, or is that the right way? I don't know, whichever way.
Two whole different worlds. Long story short, two whole different planets.
Yeah. Totally.
As you can probably see by this dynamic going on. Shelby asked for relationship for 2020. So while I was shuffling, that happened to me.
While you were shuffling?
While I was shuffling, that happened to me. 4 cards jumped out. The thing is, though, is when the cards jump out, I'm still trying to figure out how they're supposed to go, like how the story's supposed to go, how we're supposed to be going in that. And I nearly had it. I just had to swap 2 cards around because they were telling me that, this is in a story. This is happening. Okay, my guide that helps me get the information, figure it all out, he's still quite cryptic even with me. He likes to tell me 1 or 2 sentences and then lets me figure it out because his words, not mine. You're the psychic, you figure it out. His words, not mine. I'll ask for help and he'll just do 1 or 2 little things and then be like, go on.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah. But his words to me when I put the cards down was, it is a naturally progressing story. I had to move 2 of the cards around. The reason for that, Shelby, we started off with the Hermit card. A lot of people think the Hermit card means you're lonely. No, the Hermit card does not specifically mean you're lonely. It means we need to take some time out for ourselves to figure out what we want to get. What are we going to do to get what we want? It is not a lonely card. It is a card to say, what do I need to do to put myself into a position to get ready for the next chapter of my love life, my relationship, my career, whatever it is. I don't like people that say you're lonely when you see this card. Doesn't work that way. The second card is the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords cards, immediately, I always go to Bridge Over Troubled Water because, first of all, I love that song. But that's basically what the card has always said to me, is that there is things that need to be sorted out first before we can take that step and before we're ready to not peruse, not look at, to take the next step in the journey. For lack of whatever word I was trying to think of, for lack of that, we need to figure out what's going on first because there's still some underlying tones, underlying issues that are there that we need to sort out first before we're going to be ready for the next step in the love life, before we're going to be ready to find someone or find the information we need. Because I don't know if you're in a relationship now, but because, relationship 2020 for being, is my relationship going to do well? Am I going to find a new relationship? I don't know. But there are some things that need to be sorted out first. The reason I'm saying that is because you've got the 6 of Wands card third. The 6 of Wands is a victory card, as I said before. Once we've figured out what we want to do, and we have sorted the underlying tones and issues, we're going to win. We're going to win a man. It's going to come. There is going to be a relationship for you in 2020. Do I think it's going to last? I don't know. Do I think it's going to be really short and sweet? I don't know. All I know is there is going to be a man in 2020. We are not going to repeat what was just shown on this live. No, I'm kidding. The thing is, though, is that I don't know also if it is going to be a relationship that is going to happen, because relationship is a broad term. It could mean a relationship between friends. It could mean a good friend. It can mean, a relationship. But at the end of the day, there is going to be someone there, whether they're going to be helping you, whatever it is, there is going to be someone there. I feel as though this is going to be something that you're going to need to decide on your own because you've already made these prior decisions. So at the end of the day, there is going to be something there for you. The relationship side is going to be prosperous in 2020. There's my big word for the day. But we've got some underlying stuff that we need to sort out first before we can say, yeah, we are 100% ready to take on the next part in our life. Because I feel like 2020 is going to be a doozy for you. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Kayla, I've got, can please have a reading?
No.
That's my
Next.
sister's shorthand with the questions. All right, Kayla, I'm not sure if you're engaged yet, but you've got the engagement card, engaged, marriage, commitment, love, romance have both come up together. Okay, so if you're not engaged yet, okay. No.
Whoops.
I'm just looking. Sharon's gone.
Sharon looked like Waldo over there.
Yeah, okay. So if you're not engaged yet, I'm feeling that there will be an engagement by the end of the year. Okay, so around August, September, I'm feeling that there will be an engagement by then. The thing is, with the wedding planning and everything like that, I feel like that there is going to be obstacles in that, because I do feel like that there's going to be what you call, it's supposed to be the in-laws, we call it the outlaws. I just feel like there's going to be a few issues there, a couple of little arguments, that, like disagreements with the way you sort things out and how you want to have it all. So, yeah, but there's definitely that engagement around August, September this year, end of this year. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'm just seeing what else. Okay. I'm not sure if you're studying for your job at the moment, okay, but they are showing that there is study coming up as well for you, right? It's only part-time study, so...
Sharon's watching.
Oh, Sharon's watching. That's nice.
Am I getting it out?
And are you sharing it?
I did it.
Yeah, you got to share the page, guys. Sharon's sitting next to us. She's already logged on and just shared it.
It only took her 46 minutes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I do feel, I am, like I said, August, September, I'm feeling that there is that engagement, okay? And there is the obstacles, which I'm feeling are going to be from his family, all right? Just, yeah, not quite agreeing on everything that you plan. But don't worry, it will go ahead. Everything will be fine. They will understand your reasoning and why you do things the way that you do things. But that's going to go really, really well. And yes, study. They show me the part-time study. Okay, I feel like the study is like extra study. Okay, don't worry. All right, everything will be fine. Everything will work out. It will be fine. Okay, so don't go worrying and stressing yourself out about it. Okay, it will work out. It will sort itself out. All right, so I hope that helps.
6 minutes. Well done, Sharon. Teresa Cobb. Yeah, Teresa. Because I keep getting confused. Sorry. Will I stay in current job or get promotion elsewhere or something new altogether? I feel like we're going to be staying in this for a little bit. Excuse me. The reason that I said that I feel like we're going to be staying in this and that is because we've got two cards. We've got the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords. The King of Cups is one of the age-gendered cards that I also showed for Shelby, where she's going to get a man. This one obviously is an age-gendered card, so it can mean different things. There is going to be a gentleman that's going to be helping you out, or is going to be a gentleman around you that's going to have ideas or going to help you figure out situations that you're going to end up being in. This gentleman is more of a recluse kind of person instead of being out there ambitious, being, you know, loud with what their opinions are, saying what they want to say and getting their point across. I feel as though this person's a bit more reserved, a bit more gentle, a bit more like, you know, we're going to let stuff happen. And if things go wrong, then I suppose I should put my input in rather than this is what I'm thinking. Who cares what anyone else thinks? We're going to follow it this way. I feel as though this gentleman is going to be helping you figure out what you want to do, what you're going to do, and how you're going to go about it. The reason I said that you've got the Seven of Swords card, the Seven of Swords card is, according to the deck, the highest minor arcana card, which is cool, if I had any idea what that meant. The Seven of Swords... No, I know, but I still don't know what that means. This is... Okay, the thing with my deck and why I like my tarot cards is that they've got little descriptions on the bottom, but you don't. I don't read the descriptions most of the time. I'm getting the message from the cards. It's good when I'm doing one-on-one reading because I can swap them around, let people read it, see what they think,
Yeah.
and then work with them on that. But there are some times where I do need to look at it to kind of get a guide into which way I'm supposed to be going, because there might be 2 or 3 different things going on in my head, which is a terrifying thing to think about. With the 7 of Swords card, it's telling me, Teresa, that you do have a lot of hopes, you do have a lot of wishes, you do have a lot of things that you want to do. There are so many things that you want to do. It's kind of one of those situations where it's ended up with you with the... I just realized you've got the 7 of Swords and then the 8 of Swords right after, because they are 2 completely different things. You've got a lot of hopes and dreams, you've got a lot of wishes that you want to go about, but at the end of the day, you can't really do anything about them. The 8 of Swords card is frustration. We're feeling like we literally can't do anything. No matter how hard we try, no matter how much we push, no matter what we do, at the end of the day, we can't do anything. It is out of our control. And that's what sucks the most, because I feel like we are someone that needs to take control of everything, or at least control enough to know that, like, when you do something, it's for your best interest. It is to look after you, because obviously we need to look after ourselves. It feels like at the moment, it just feels like we're going to be stuck here, because the promotion for whatever this is, I don't feel like is going to be coming. If it does, it's not going to be for a while. And I feel as though that with a new job, with a new position, I feel as though you're just going to end up back in this same loop. It feels like you loop a lot with your jobs. You start a new place, you enjoy it, and then you get bored, then you get annoyed, then you get frustrated, then you go for a new job. And it's a cycle. It's like the cycle of life with you, love. I'm sorry. But at the moment, I don't feel like we're going to be getting much in the way of what we want out of it. I feel as though this is something that we're just going to have to ride out and let happen what happens, because I don't feel as though there's going to be any big moments coming. So at the moment, we're at the frustration side. So if, you know, history repeats itself, you're going to be getting a new job and it's going to be great for a while, and then you're going to hate it not long after. Then you're probably going to get a new one. We need to stay in this job, because we need to wait a bit longer to find out what's going on. Because if we're just going to keep on jumping between jobs, at the end of the day, it's not going to be worthwhile doing anything with it in the first place. What's the point? Honestly, what is the point? So I have to decide by end of month. What's the point? If you're just going to start a new job, history is going to repeat itself. But I don't feel like there's going to be a promotion coming. If you're happy with the money that you get and you're happy with what you're doing, but you're frustrated with something outside of it, that doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, as I said, if you're just going to leave and get a new job, it's just going to end up doing the same thing over and over again. It's not going to be worth it.
I have to decide by the end of the month. It's a VR.
It's a VR. See, I'm a nerd. My VR goes straight to virtual reality. So... But I can only tell you what they're telling me and the information that I'm getting and what I'm getting from the cards. And that is, if you're going to take a new job, you're just going to repeat the cycle. It's going to be good at first, but then you're going to end up hating it. You're going to get annoyed, and you're probably going to come back on here and ask about your job. I'm going to just call you out right now. It's what's going to happen. So,
right.
Sorry, but
Cool.
that's what I'm getting for you.
Okay. All right. So I've got Tracy Williams. Been feeling very stressed and agitated lately. Will things calm down in the coming days? Okay, Tracy. Okay, you've got joy, happiness, joy, celebration. You've got the changes coming in the home. So obviously there's movement around the home. Extra person coming in. And another thing too is when all these changes and everything come through, you need to trust your intuition, your messages, like your intuition especially, okay? Because your intuition is very, very strong, all right? You know when people are lying to you, like point blankly staring at you and lying to you, okay? It's just how you deal with it, how you handle it, okay? I do feel like that someone's not being honest, not being totally honest with you at the moment. Okay, and I do feel like you're going to call them out, and it's going to actually happen within the next few days. Okay, that you're going to call this person out on this action. All right, but everything is going to settle down. All right, you will get into a routine. Everything will get organised. You've got that celebration coming, okay? And pretty much everything's just going to cruise along from there, okay? Once this all happens and these couple of changes and that come in, all right, everything will start to sort of speak, will start to settle down, and yeah, you'll get into that routine, and then it'll start to flow along for you, okay, and get organised and stuff. So stop stressing and worrying so much, okay? You shouldn't be stressing and worrying yourself, okay? You're putting too much pressure on your own shoulders with all the worry. You need to stop, okay? Everything's fine. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's okay, all right? There's not going to be any issues. There's not going to be any problems. It's all going to be fine, all right? Okay, so I hope that helps you.
Oh, good. Monica, anything new for me, guys? At the moment, not really.
No, I got not really.
Not really. It's literally popped out 3 cards. First of all, everyone's getting a man, apparently, except for me. No. Oh, yeah, true. With the lonely psychics. Hey, what's up? 3 of Pentacles is the first card that popped out. The 3 of Pentacles is an improvements card. There are improvements that have started. They are underway. That's literally what it says on the card because I'm just enjoying reading them out.
Thanks for it.
At the moment, with the 3 of Pentacles, it feels like we're... Okay, who's I reading for again? Monica. I just got very confused then. Totally lost track of everything. With the improvements that are coming, it feels like these improvements, these moments where we're starting to get better or we're starting to feel better or something starting to improve with a situation we're dealing with or whatever's going on.
Oh, you got it.
It feels as though there have been a few delays that have kind of pushed things back. These are delays that could be money's tight, we can't pay something for this week. It could be cars out of petrol, we need to put that in, but we can't do that until this time. It could be anything. I refuse to get burned by this again, guys. I'm sorry. But improvements are starting to come in and they are going to take a little bit because it feels like these delays are happening. But we're going to be right. It's going to work out. We just need to hope and pray and wish that it's going to happen. The more we do, what is it, positive affirmation? The more we're positive about it, we're going to get it. The more we're negative, it's never going to happen. Obviously, we're going to end up training our brain. It's never going to happen. That's the word. What did I say? Affirmation.
No, manifest. Manifest positive.
It is going to work out in the end. It's just going to take a little bit longer than we thought. Then you got the man card, the King of Cups. Is it the King of Cups? King of Cups. This is a card I haven't seen a lot. The King of Cups, as I said, is the gentleman that's a bit more recluse, a bit more reserved, but still has the best of intentions. Not someone that's going to openly put their opinion forward. Someone that's more so a friend, someone that's going to help out rather than try and hinder or push their opinions forward. There is this person around you because I feel like it's leading straight into the 6 of Cups, which is the happy home card. Again, I say that like I don't enjoy these cards. I really do enjoy pulling happy cards. It makes me feel good. With the happy house card, at the end of the day, no matter what happens, no matter the delays that happen, no matter the stuff we had to deal with, no matter what happens, at the end of the day, we can come home and we can enjoy ourselves. We can, we can relax. We can come home. What do I usually say? Pants off, glass of wine, Netflix on, we're good, basically. That's like ideal relaxation. For me, you replace Netflix with video games because I'm a nerd, but the principle's the same. It feels like at the moment, not much is going to change, but it will eventually happen, but it's not going to be for a little bit. So, I just got a time. Mid to late this year. I just got a time.
That's cool.
They showed me about July, August. So, yeah, mid to late this year, it's going to be a lot better. Oh, I like that.
You like that?
I like that one. They just literally showed me a calendar and just threw it down. It was like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take it.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I hope that helps, Monica.
Yeah, I wonder. It looks like everybody else is getting the men and not us. That's the problem.
Everyone's getting the men. Yeah. Wish I could get a man.
Not us.
Where's Eileen when I need her? Tell me when I will get a man.
Yeah. Tracy, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like with you, you need to stop stressing and stop worrying, okay? Because everything's going to be fine with pregnancy. I know it's getting very, very close, okay? Like extreme close. I know you're over it. Should have been here already. But yeah, just stop stressing and worrying, okay? It's going to come very, very soon. Yeah, I'm getting very soon, okay? So yeah, stop stressing and worrying. Everything's fine, okay? Everything's going to be all right. There's not going to be any issues or any problems like that, okay? But you need to stop stressing yourself out and worrying, okay? Because I'm getting a little bit of anxiety with it, because you are at the end and just want it over and done with. So yeah, just sort of stop and breathe. Michael, looking good, by the way, Michael.
Love you, Dad.
That's cool. Yeah, if you can share the page, please, guys.
That would be awesome. The more people we can help, the better.
Yeah, that'd be really cool if you can share it. Okay. All right, I've got Michelle. Anything, Michelle goes over. Anything for me today? Michelle, I know you've been with us a while, and we do a lot of stuff, like a lot of readings and stuff. But honestly, guys, we don't remember them. Okay, once we deliver it, it's gone.
I do sometimes, but that's because I have to figure things out for myself because my brain don't work no good. Sometimes I need to make the story fit for me before I can translate it for everyone else. So I do sometimes remember, but 9 times out of 10, no idea.
Yeah, so it's only if someone jogs our memory, we might remember, like I might remember bits and pieces maybe, but honestly, I have no idea what we've already read. So the message that you've got at the moment, okay, is you've got the new business opportunity. The time is right for now, but be careful, okay? Yeah, I just feel like there's something in the paperwork, okay? Because they're showing me this. Okay, yours is not a folder, so I don't feel like it's legal. I do feel like this is contract between 2 people, because it's like a booklet, all right, and it's about this thick. But the same thing, it's very, very similar. They're going through it and they're circling things in this booklet. Okay, so you need to check the fine print. Okay, you need to go through and check it and make sure you read it over. Don't just give it like and let them hand it over and you go, oh yeah, okay, and trust them on their word. All right, you need to make sure you go through it all and make sure that you check it. Okay, because I do feel like that there's a couple of things in there that just aren't going to be right for you. All right, but if it is the business and everything, then yeah, now is the right time for you to be doing that. But just be careful. Because, yeah, I do feel like when you question them, there's going to be a couple of arguments with them about it. They're not going to agree with you, but, yeah, just stand your ground with them and make sure that you get it changed, okay, because it needs to benefit you just as much as it needs to benefit them, all right? It can't just be all their way. So make sure you get that looked at and checked, okay? I hope that helps. All right?
Yay.
Stay.
I told you, it's annoying, isn't it?
There's no staying. It goes up the fan.
Bloody wind. That's cheating.
Crystalline.
Pat, speaking of people that have been around for a long time, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well. Or actually, no, I'm going to tell you how you do it. No, I'm kidding. Pat, at the moment, you have both improvements underway card. You have got both of them. And as far as I'm concerned, and I've only seen 2 so far in the deck, you've got the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. Yes, I did just have to check them. But the thing is you've got a man in the middle of it all.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I should just permanently leave.
Rain and men.
I wish I could say hello.
Everybody else.
But me. No, okay, so the way that this is coming across for me, the way that I'm getting it is, first of all, the 9 of Cups is improvements. It is good improvements. Things are happening at the pace we need them to go. We're feeling a little bit cocky because I feel as though things are happening a little bit better than we thought they would. But the thing is that with this, first of all, you like the back. I've got a sun and a moon. The thing with this card is don't get too cocky. Don't get too cocky in the sense that things are good. Things are happy. I firmly am of the belief that, you know, not everything that happens is good. Not everything happens for free. There's always a consequence for something. That's just how I look at things. It's realism. But with yours, I feel as though we're not supposed to get too cocky. It feels like it's going to be good. We're going to be okay. But not to get too complacent. Are you right there?
Yeah, no, I was just reading the question.
The middle card, as I said, the middle card was the gendered age card. I feel as though this person is going to be kind of like the realist of the situation. I feel as though this person, this gentleman, is not necessarily going to be around to give their opinion or to say what they think or do anything. I feel as though this person is going to keep you on the right track and keep you grounded. Because I feel as though with everything that's happened for you, Pat, with everything that's been going on and with life in general, etc., I feel as though this gentleman's kind of like the one that keeps you on planet Earth. I feel as though this gentleman is kind of the one to say, yes, we can celebrate, we can be happy, but also remember where we came from and pull you back a little bit. I feel as though, so here's the thing. There is going to be, the improvements are going to keep on going. They are going to be coming, but they're going to slow down a little bit. This isn't due to this person, so don't kick them out. It's not due to them. I mean, okay, technically it is, but it's not a bad thing because it's due to them pulling you back to earth to say, hey, don't get too ahead of yourself. We need to take our time with this. I feel as though that's what it is. So technically it is because of them, but like not in a bad way, if that makes sense. Whatever is going on, whatever improvements that are happening, whatever happy things are coming, it is going to be coming. It feels like it's a bit fast right now. Don't get too ahead of yourself. This is going to be someone that's going to help bring you back to earth and realize that it's going too fast. I feel like we need to slow things down a little bit. It is going to be a natural occurrence. It's not going to be something where you're going to put a stop on it and slow it down yourself. It's going to be a natural thing that's going to occur. But it feels like this gentleman's going to be the one to say, hey, this is a bit funny. We should probably relax a little bit. So, yeah, hope that helps, Pat. It's good to see ya. How you been?
It's been a while.
It's been a little bit.
I'm busy. All right. So it's just after 9, so I'll just let everybody know again that's on here because I'm sure there's some.
We're not going to take 15 minutes to do
so. No. So the $2 raffle is still going. Okay, so that's raffle tickets to win a reading with either Michael or myself.
The $2 raffle is always going to be a thing. Once this first one's finished, new one's going to start up.
Yeah.
So this is always going to be there for people.
Yeah. Okay. So the
Just
first one, with the first one, we've already sold 30 tickets. Okay. We only do 50 in the whole thing. And when we do we draw the winner, and that reading can be any way technology allows us. Okay. So we do FaceTime and Skype and email and Messenger and any way that we can do it, we will do it. So yeah, $2 per ticket. Just go to the page. You see the link, the posting for it is pinned to the top of the page. So yeah, they're only $2 each. You can buy as many as you want. Prices are going up as of next week, next Monday. We've been saying for a few months that we have to put them up. And yes, they are going up on Monday. It's not a huge jump whatsoever. So it still will be quite very affordable. So if you want a reading over the weekend, over the next few days at the lower prices, just message the page, jump in. Yeah, and the classes are starting. Classes start on Monday the 13th of January.
So not next Monday, the Monday after.
They are going to be held down at Meditation Space in Campbelltown. They will run from 7 to 9:30, so it's 2.5 hour class. It's $40 per class. There's myself and Eileen. So I'm doing the psychic medium side of things, and Eileen's doing the Reiki, Oracle cards, and oil cards, okay? So we're going to be learning bits and pieces. It's right from the start, just the basics, right from the start, going through and helping people progress and learn and understand what it is that they can do and what they see and how to control it and things like that, okay? So, yeah, which I have a lot to thank for Florence for being able to do that, because if I hadn't spent my time with her, I wouldn't be where I am today, okay? So, yeah, it is actually Florence that's got me as far as what I have, plus all people, everybody
Yeah,
that follows
all of you
us and
guys,
everything, and
definitely.
shares and everything as well. So that yeah, really helps us get it out there and everything as well. So yeah. So yeah, classes Monday night 13th. Any inquiries, just message the page. We've got 7 already for the first class. I think we've got 10 or 11 already for the second class. We're not going to make the classes too big because otherwise it just gets all the time
Crowded,
gets
too
filled up
much.
with talking and stuff like that. So which we don't want. We want you to actually learn something. So yeah, so we've got that as well. Okay. So yeah, just message the page for any details on any of that stuff. All right, Lee. I've got 2 with Lee. I'm just going to do them both together because you put them in straight after each other. All right. So Lee, with your daughter, excuse me. Sorry.
Is there a drunk?
Someone around you drinks.
A lot.
Sorry. I'm just bringing that up. That was made to be known.
Oh, yeah.
And now having hiccups. So yeah, they're a big drinker. Okay. Someone's hiding alcohol around you. Okay. There's still a lot of emotion there, a lot of feelings. It's still very, very raw with you. There wasn't okay. I did get a little girl come in. All right. I'm not sure if she is your daughter, this little girl that came in. She had a little white dress on, but she had a toy with her. Okay. It looked like I'm not sure if it was a little doll or a little bear or something. It's only little. Okay. All right. And she was sucking her thumb. Right? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. She was sucking her thumb. Okay. So she was there. And there's another lady as well. Okay. This lady popped in before. This lady has dark, like a black curly. I'm going to say it's black, not dark. It's black. Her hair looks black to me. And it's curly. Okay. She's got curls all through it. And it sort of sits just like on her shoulders. Yeah, she's with that lady. Okay. So I'm not sure if you know who that lady is. Okay. Sorry. I've just been told it's an aunt. All right. An aunt. It's an auntie from her father's side, apparently. All right. So yeah, so she's with her, okay, but she's fine. She's okay up there. She's being looked after. She's making them all laugh and everything. So yeah, she's fine. She's doing okay. But apparently she's with her dad's auntie, okay, with the black hair. So okay, all right, because yeah, she was walking around like with this doll. So I was trying to work out what and it only looks soft too, okay? It doesn't look like a hard doll. It looks like a soft toy, okay? So, yeah, so she was showing me that. But she's fine, okay? And she's with that. There's a gentleman there with them as well, okay? Apparently there's an uncle. I'm sorry. These people are from your husband's side, like from your partner's side of the family, okay? Because there's an uncle that's coming, all right? No, this gentleman is saying that he is your partner's father's uncle. Is that right? Did you get that?
Nah.
Okay,
That
so
was a lot. Partner's father's uncle.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a jump.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently he's there as well. Okay. I don't know why he came in as well. But yeah, he's coming as well, all right. So but yeah, they're with okay. She's understanding. Okay, cool. Well, that's who she's with. So she's with that gentleman and she's with that lady. Okay, and they're looking after her. She's fine. Okay. There is other people up there, but they're the main 2 that look after her. That take care of her and look after her. Okay. Now, same again. Like guys, I don't know if you see how much we shuffle these cards, and I just constantly shuffle.
Oh my God! This damn King of Cups card has come out again.
Yeah, you see how much we shuffle the cards and everything, but same with you, Lee. I got the love, romance, love improvement. I've got the contracts, commitment, marriage one as well. Okay, so yeah, just if you're not already married, that could be coming as a surprise for you this year as well. Okay, they've just showed me a new car for you around June, July. Okay, they've shown me a motor blow up in a car. Okay. I don't feel that it's your car, but it's a car that you borrow or a car that you use, all right? They're showing me a motor blowing up in that, and they're showing me the new car around June, July, all right, for that one, okay?
Lee says, need to find a man. Same.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Even Sharon's like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, well, you got that love, romance, and the commitment one come up for you as well. So that's obviously coming. That's coming this year as well for you. I've got to stop saying next year. It's this year. We're already in the new year. Goes so quick. So that is coming for you. Okay. But yeah, your daughter, she's fine. She's being looked after and everything like that. Okay. There. Okay.
I use my mate's car a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it might be your mate's car which motor's going to blow up in. Sorry. That's what they were saying. They did whoever's car you use, that's the car they're showing me that the motor blows up. All right.
Love will be nice.
Yeah. It will be. Yeah. It will be coming. All right. They're saying around June, July, and they're saying it's going to be quick. They're saying it's someone that you already know. All right. So I don't know if I've told you this before or not, because it's starting to sound familiar. All right. But yeah, they're saying that it's somebody that you already know, and that's why it's going to move so quickly, because you already know this person. All right. So yeah, you've got a few things there. Now, just very, very quickly, they're showing me you walking over a bridge to meet someone. Okay.
Okay.
I feel like someone's coming to see you that you haven't been seen. Let's hope when that happens, I'm not going to be. I feel like someone's coming to see you that you haven't seen for quite a long time. All right, and that you're going to be walking over the bridge, over a bridge to meet this. It's a surprise. Okay, it's someone that you haven't seen for a long time, but it's going to be a surprise. And I think that's why they put them on the other side of the bridge.
So you can't see them ruin the surprise.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not. I'm talking to someone I used to date back in school. There you go.
I'd say you're on fire with this, but I feel like that might be a little bit insensitive. So I hope people get the right.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, you have to let us know.
We're invested in your love life now, love.
Yeah.
We're invested. And look at Pat with the baby. We every single week. Pat, let us know when's the baby coming.
Yeah.
I feel like this isn't healthy.
It's good.
Are we done?
Yes, we are. I hope that helps.
All right. So I had time to do two because I like to flex. Diane, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Diane. Hope you're doing well. Can you see anything for me? So for you, Diane, I had to write it down because even though I said that I usually don't, I did forget this one.
Okay.
I wrote down that there's going to be a little bit of movement, a little bit of a new journey coming for you, and there's going to be a short movement to or near water. I felt like it is, it's there. I feel as though it is going to be very temporary. It is going to be a really short journey towards or near water, coastal. I'm getting shown, okay, I don't feel like this is where you're going to be going or what's going to happen, but I'm shown the caravan park near Ricky's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm showing that, which is like right next to the beach, just over a mound. You know, it's a caravan park. People usually stop in for a little bit of a holiday, a little bit of a trip away, something like that. That's how I feel. I feel as though it is going to be very temporary. It's not going to be a long time thing. It's only going to be like a couple of days max. Not even that. It doesn't even feel like it's going to be a couple of days. It's going to be really quick. I feel as though that was just the first card, by the way. Second card was the I forgot. But long story short, we're going to be going through some heavy stuff. And I feel like that might be why we're moving closer to these guys very temporarily. I feel like we're going to be going through quite some heavy things that it doesn't feel like anyone should have to go through. I feel like it's more along the lines of we're going to need to be there for someone else. I don't feel like we're making this decision to go voluntarily. I feel as though it's going to be like a knee-jerk reaction. We need to go and help these people. We need to go and help this person, whatever's going on. It isn't going to be easy. It is going to be quite hard. It's going to be like really hard to get over, to figure things out, what to do. But the last card you got was the High Priestess card. The High Priestess card is the highest card in the deck. It is literally the card that says you will have the power to make your decisions. You will have the ability to know what to do, what is right and wrong, to make the correct decisions for everyone around you. At the end of the day, it's going to be hard and it's going to be rough, but you will have the power to make the right decisions. You will have the ability to do the right things. I feel like when it does come, it is going to be really hard to stop and think, what is good? What are the good things about this? What can I do? But you'd be surprised when people put their mind to things, you'd be surprised what they can do. But you are going to be able to get through it. I feel like it is just going to be a really temporary speed bump. And then I got Dylan. Dylan asked, what's my future look like? Your future looks like a lot of frustrations, my friend. Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. The start of your future is going to be very frustrating, my friend. But you're going to get over it. Let me read what card. You're the 7 of Wands. I really don't look at my cards very often.
You don't. Well, you don't need them.
True.
No, that's wrong.
The 7 of Wands card. The 7 of Wands card is a frustrations card. Long story short, that's what it is. But the 7 of Wands card is a getting over the frustrations. You've got the upper hand. You know what you need to do. At the end of the day, you just got to put that plan into action. It's not something that you can just, sit by and let something go. You've got the power to do this. You know what you need to do. You've just got to put this plan into action. Everyone has the King of Cups card because it's happened again. This is like the 7th or 8th time this one card. I'm shuffling like this go tomorrow.
Themes. We do that. Like
the theme is we're going to get a man, apparently. No, I'm kidding.
that's the theme. Yeah, I know we're all trying.
Yay! Not quite. There's just a lot of frustrations at the moment, and I feel as though there's going to be a gentleman or a friend or partner. I'm not assuming anything, or whatever that is going to be able to help you out. They're going to be able to put you onto the right path, help you out, figure out what you're supposed to do, or at least at the end of the day, help you make that decision that you know that you need to do. The reason that I said that they're going to be helping you is because you've also got the 9 of Cups card. I totally didn't look at it that time. The 9 of Cups card, as I said, is an improvements card. It is a flat improvements card, but don't get too cocky. Don't get ahead of yourself. Otherwise, it's just not going to work out in the end. It's not going to be as good as you want it to be if you, treat it properly. Whatever it is that you need to do to get over this thing, just do it. It feels like there's literally no reason for you to be going through whatever it is that you're going through. At the end of the day, if you know what you need to do, just do it, because it's going to end up working out in the end. So I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you to do it. So I hope that helps Dylan and Diane as well previously, because I'm doing a bloody good job tonight.
Yeah, we've not got long to go. So
never mind.
I'm just looking for Bobby because I've got Bobby and Lisa. They're both asking about the fires over the next few days and stuff. Okay. The weather is going to cool down. I don't think it's going to be as hot tomorrow as what they're saying it's going to be. I feel it's going to be a warm day, yes, but I don't feel it's going to be as extreme as what they're saying it's going to be. Obviously, I'm not Mother Nature. I'm not the weather person or anything like that. I'm only going what they tell me. With the roads, there's been a lot of damage done to a lot of the actual roads themselves. And that's why it's making it a lot harder for them to reopen these roads, okay? They need to make sure that they're safe for you to be able to drive on, like for them to be able to drive on and stuff like that, all right? So it's not a matter of just the bush burning and then the fire being put out. It's the dangers around it with trees coming down on roads and stuff like that. So they need to make sure that all that is assessed like 100% before they can start opening them up. I do feel like that they will start opening them up just in little patches, but I don't feel like the whole road that they've got closed at the moment.
One of the main ones they recently opened temporarily in the south of New South Wales. There was one that was hit pretty hard, and I know they've recently just opened that one back up. For people to get in or out.
So there is
mainly out.
Yeah. So I like I said, I don't feel that yes, it's going to be a warm day tomorrow. I don't feel it's going to be as hot as what they're saying it's going to be. I do feel like it is going to cool down over the next few days, but with the winds and everything like that, those fires are going to be burning out of control for especially the ones up the mountains and that they're still going to be raging for at least a week or 2 weeks. because they can't get in there to control those ones at all. But yeah, with the roads and stuff, yeah, I just feel like it's going to be like just bits and pieces. The whole road is not going to be completely open. I'm saying at least a week or so for the whole road to be open again. There's just, and even then there's still going to be like detours and stuff for them. Are you right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
Cool.
thinking.
I've got Patricia.
I've got Wanda. I've seen Wanda a couple of times coming up.
Patricia, if you're still there, there's only a few people left.
And then we've got Lisa, Mary, and Trudy.
Trudy.
Trudy was another one. Yeah, I can still see your comment, Trudy.
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got Lisa, Kasha, and Mary. Mary quite control. I can't not do that.
So, Wanda's there.
Wanda's there.
Yeah, I haven't got nothing from Patricia yet.
Awesome.
So,
Wanda asks, may I please have a card? You can have one, I guess. But you also asked for any guidance for me. So, you know, proper questions outrank one single card. So I guess you're getting 3. Wanda, so first one, the celebrations card jumped out. This is literally one of the best things that can happen because the celebrations card is a flat. It is a good time. I don't know what's going to happen or whether we know what's happening or whatever it is, but there are celebrations that are going to be coming. It's going to be good. It jumped out. The thing is, though, is that kind of contradicts the second card. Didn't need to read it. The 8 of Swords, the frustrations card, feeling like we have no control. We're feeling quite bound and gagged. It's not something that we enjoy. It is not something that we like. We can see what's going on. We can see what's progressing. We know what's happening. But at the end of the day, we can't do a thing. Except for this goddamn King of Cups card.
What the hell? Is that the only card you've got in the deck or something?
I've just got 78 King of Cups cards.
No exaggeration. Man.
No, not at all.
No, you know, it's like going fishing. It was this big.
Yeah. It was big. The King of Cups card, again, a gentle soul, someone that wants to help or is a friend, relationship, I don't know. Gentleman's going to help you get on the right track. I feel as though this celebration that's coming, it's going to be good. It's going to be a time that is needed. You're going to need that break, but then you're going to come with these frustrations, not know what's going on. This gentleman is going to be able to help you.
Yeah,
A man is going to make you frustrated. Mate, if that's how it's going to happen, then you're wrong. Because the frustration's first and then the man. So that's how I read these. That's how I read them. That's how I get the feelings that I get. Whatever card comes first is going to come first in that story. And then you're going to get the next one. It is the story. That's how I get it. We're feeling frustrated, gagged, annoyed, bound, whatever it is. We can't do anything. But this gentleman's going to help us. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. This person's going to be helping you out. Not specifically going to be a relationship. It could just be a new friend. It could just be a friend that you have. I don't know. This person is going to help, and you're going to need to be able to let them in. Because I feel as though you are a very stubborn, strong woman.
All right. So we've got no response from Patricia. Lisa, Kasha, if you're there. Mary J. S, if you're there. Or Trudy. If you
Trudy's
guys
there.
Yeah. You guys there at all? We've only got a couple of minutes to go, so
These are going to be the last ones, obviously.
yeah, you know, definitely the Trudy's there.
Trudy's popped her head up a couple of times.
So yeah, guys, because I mean we've still got 11 people watching, but if none of these guys are here,
Lisa's here. Oh, that's Lisa Terry. We're looking for Lisa Kasha.
Did you ask? Oh, Lisa, yours was about the fires and stuff.
Oh yeah. She done a double one.
Lisa,
Okay,
Kasha's here.
Kasha's here.
Yeah.
So now we're looking for Patricia and Mary.
JS. So we'll just are you ready for Trudy's?
We've got the newbies. We're waiting for the regulars. Trudy is asking about her health concerns. So I'm assuming what's going on, what's happening, what's, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if there's something up here in the back of your neck, up the top of your shoulder up here. But I've been
I was getting
like a
pains there
pull.
over the past couple of days, but I haven't got those pains today.
It's
that's
they're
always fun.
extremely tight, like extremely tight.
Actually, I've said to both of you over the past couple of days that I had a lot of pain in that side of my thing. It was making it really hard.
What was it? Your ankle?
My ankles are stuffed.
What ankle was it?
Both of them is sore. Is very sore.
Are they still sore?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But no, Trudy, I don't know if you, as Mum said, if you are having trouble in your left shoulder or like the neck area, stuff around there.
Just here at the top here.
Because I'm surprisingly not having those pains today, but over the past couple of days, it is very hard to move. It was very stiff, what it was.
I'm finding muscular.
I'll have a look at the cards, see what they say, because I am not a doctor. There's got the two.
Tiredness. I've been yawning a lot.
Fatigue.
Yeah, exhaustion.
Okay. Well, out of the three cards that popped out for you, one can be related to your
There's
health.
no male card in there.
No, there's the Two of Cup card. Two of Cup cards is the
relations.
joining of two people. Technically, there's another man card. Right, so the first card that popped out was Hierophant. The Hierophant is marriage, government, public company, body, corporate, official building, or official situation.
Oh.
I just read what the card was. I don't know. Because I don't know. I'm just getting it in the health concern. The only one that is a health concern is the Three of Pentacles card. As I've said before, Three of Pentacles card is an improvements are underway. It's going to get better, but it's taking longer than it needs to. Actually, I feel like it's being pushed back on purpose for some reason. I just got the feeling of, like, as I read that card out to you, I was put in the hospital and just watching doctors go straight past me. Just constantly watching them go backwards and forwards. And it felt like whenever I try and call out and ask for help, I would just get told to wait a little bit longer, wait a little bit, whatever it was. At the end of the day, it felt like I was just constantly waiting. So I'm not sure if it's been deliberately pushed back for whatever reason, whether it's to see, you know, how bad the situation is, whatever it is, whatever's going on, I don't know. But improvements are happening, just not as quick as we would like them to. And I know that makes it hard to understand or like to, you know, have that little bit of hope. But, I mean, I'm not getting anything out of these two cards. It feels like these two cards are just
She said
filler.
she's just left the hospital.
I've just left the hospital. Were you told to wait a little bit? Were you just watched and, like, just brushed off like there was nothing? Because I was literally just put in a hospital bed and watching people go straight past me the whole time. Whenever I'd call out, it was just, you know, you can wait.
She doesn't understand.
I'm glad you understand, because I don't.
Well, that's who's supposed to understand.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
isn't for
Yeah.
us.
Look how
We're
I
not
sit
meant
up
to
straight.
understand it.
I sit up straight.
Oh no, look how tiny I look next to you.
Yeah.
I look like a midget next to you.
It looks like we're doing the psychic readings with Andre the Giant and the Lollipop Guild.
Hang on, I'll just like...
Just keep you down there. There we go. Yeah, waiting for 10 nights. Okay.
That's what the waiting card was
That's
for.
what the waiting card's for. Okay. It does feel like the improvements are underway. It is going to get better, but we've had to wait. So I feel as though we've just got to give it a bit more time before we can get an absolute decision on it. But honestly, I don't know why these two cards even come out, because I'm not getting anything. I'm just looking at them like a piece of paper.
So you're getting your message from one card.
One
You only
card.
needed one card for the message.
Doctors can't find my cancer. That's what it might be then. Wait, doctors can't find your cancer? So you've been diagnosed but they can't find it? That's a bit of a medical anomaly. There's my second big word of the day. I mean, that just might be because I'm young and...
They're not doing the right test. They're looking for something totally different.
Yeah. Because that's what... Cancer's... Okay. From the limited knowledge of medicine that I do know, is that cancer's not something that people can just be casually diagnosed with. They usually have an understanding of where it is, what it's affecting, etc. That's why you've got the different labels that come with, like liver cancer, heart cancer, brain cancer, whatever it is. But I don't know, whatever it was.
I feel like that they're either looking in the wrong spot or they're looking for the wrong thing. They're looking for the wrong type or they're looking in the wrong spot.
Whatever it is, they're waiting to see it pop up then. If that's what it is, then they'd be waiting for something. So I'm not sure if it's because they can't find it, they're just waiting for it to pop up in a place they know, but we're pretty medically, technologically advanced. We should be able to pinpoint what's going on. Improvements are coming. We just had to wait. So
okay, so
yeah, sorry, Trudy.
Okay. So I'm doing blood says positive. All my scans won't show in my body. So I feel like
There's got to be something else then. I don't know.
I don't.
It's not
I don't feel like they're
hereditary, is
looking
it?
for the right thing. I really don't think they need to redo your bloods.
I feel
They need to redo your bloods.
something's not right there.
There's something I'm not getting the right thing. I don't feel that they're searching in the right direction or looking
Doing
for
the right thing. Yeah. Because it just feels wrong.
Yeah,
It doesn't
something
feel right.
doesn't feel right. Yeah, it makes all sense what you're saying. It just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, go and maybe find a new doctor.
It's not sitting. It's just not sitting.
Yeah.
So I would be. I'd be asking more questions if I was you because it just doesn't. Yeah, it's not sitting right. I just feel like they're looking in the wrong or they're doing the wrong tests. They're thinking it's one thing, but I'm feeling like it's not what they're thinking it is, or the type that they're thinking it is. Yeah, I just feel like, but it's not right, that things aren't right. Okay, they're doing, they need to look other ways and look at other things. So, all right. So the last one I've got is Lisa. We've gone over a few minutes.
Yeah.
Trudy, thank you. Lots of love. You're welcome, Trudy. So Lisa, will I find work soon? Okay. I've been told there's a little bit of casual there for you, but there's nothing permanent yet. Okay. I'm feeling like you're another one that's going to have to go and study. All right, to sort of broaden what you already know, okay? I'm feeling like you're going to have to do that little bit of extra study. I do feel like right?
Yep.
Yeah?
For it.
I do feel like there is a little bit of work coming, but I don't feel like it's still at least for another 2 to 3 weeks. I do feel like it's only a little bit of casual work at the moment, okay? I'm feeling like there's also an argument. You've either just had an argument with somebody or there is an argument coming up. You will end up apologising because you're going to end up and realising that, that you had made a mistake, okay, because you've listened to somebody and you shouldn't be listening to them, all right, because what they're saying is not honest, all right. So I do feel like this person that you end up having this argument with, you're going to end up going back and saying sorry to them, okay. But everything will be fine. They will totally understand and everything like that. So, yes, you are going to get a job, but I do feel it's going to be at least another 2 to 3 weeks, and it will only be casual to start off with, okay. And I feel like, yes, you will add a little bit of study in there just to further yourself, okay. So you got a few things there. So, you can look forward to those couple of things, okay. All right, guys, that's it for us this week. We've gone over again, like always. That's Michael's goodbye. Because he's got to get up and
turn everything off.
Turn the iPad and everything off. So thank you very much for joining us. Like I said, classes start Monday the 13th. Just message the page. $2 tickets for the raffles. 30 tickets have already been sold for this raffle. So as soon as we can sell these other tickets, we can get that one done. And then we can start the next ones, all right?
Prices are going up.
Prices
next
will be going up Monday. Prices. Oh, there's Mary. Mary, we asked where you were. We were calling out for you. So the prices will be going up on Monday. So what Michael and I are available over the next few days. So if anybody wants to book while the prices are still at the regular, let us know. But yeah, have a great weekend. Enjoy your week, and hopefully next week we'll be able to start doing markets and everything again and see how we go. But please take care out there, especially with all the fires and everything. You know, and just, you know, wish for rain. Hopefully let's pray for rain. Unfortunately, I think we're going to get much.
I don't think we're going to get any.
No, not really, not here.
But yeah, not here.
But yeah, just ask for rain. Ask them. All right, guys. So thank you, and yeah, good night. See you all
Bye.
next week. Michael is turning everything off now.
Yep.
Very, very slowly.